No.
Yeah. Hey guys.
Hello. My lungs are.
Hey, Nicholas is here.
Hey.
Sorry for the delay. James is my tutor with all this Google Hangouts, YouTube stuff, and he's a little under the weather, and it was a little crazy, but we're here now, and Nicholas is here. Hey, Nicholas. Thank you for joining us. I think you're gonna be the star today.
Okay.
And look,
Okay,
I did your request. I'm the casual Batman Joker, Batgirl Joker. All right.
I couldn't have come up with a more creative cosplay if I tried. Not that I would want to be Batgirl or girl, Joker.
All right, so let's start this, okay?
Alright.
Okay, are we starting, people?
Yeah, do you want to start the questions that I sent you on the thing, or do you want me to start?
Please.
I sent it to the Hangouts.
Uh,
All right, I'll start for now. Nicola, what is your name, by the way? Starting left to right.
My name is Nicholas Mahoney.
Okay, and what disability do you face, Nicholas?
I have cerebral palsy.
Okay, cerebral palsy. Okay, and would you like to tell us a little bit about it, the condition?
It's where I have a hard time walking or it's moving like normal people.
So it mostly deals with like your muscles and movements and things of that nature.
Yeah.
I actually have a friend that I've known since high school. His nickname is Spider, but he has that condition as well. But yeah, he was very cool dude too, very like funny, down to earth. He actually was picked on a lot in high school, which made no sense to me, and we became kind of good friends. I used to like stand up for him and everything. So I know the condition through him, and I know how hard it could be. So me myself, because James having technical difficulties. I have ADD. I know a few people know it's not anything like too crazy, but yeah, basically, it's hard for me to either concentrate on something or I over concentrate on something. Like I could completely zone everything out. Like I don't know how many times I've almost been hit by a car or something because I'm not paying attention. But yeah, it's impeded, I would say, in my work life. It was hard to hold a job for several years because of it, because it bored me. So I'll get into that. But let's go to the next one, the next question here. Nicola, what do you call it? James, do you want to ask or do you want me to keep going? I know you're back and forth. Okay, he's there. You can see the little pony, so he's still around. Let me see. I wonder if anyone's asking any questions. There's a Q&A area, but I don't think it's working at the moment. If anyone has any questions in Nerdy, I have the chat open, so you could write in this chat, and I'll reply. Okay, so what do you do as a profession, Nicholas?
I do a lot of work. I do like meals on wheels. I clean the firehouse. I help at the Red Cross.
Okay, so I think you told me a bit about this. So basically, you work for Meals on Wheels, volunteering and helping those less fortunate, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really great of you. I've always wanted to do something like that. And I know for the storm, for Sandy and everything, I helped in Hoboken, but I want to do more things like that. That's really nice of you. Now, because of your disability, what would you think your biggest struggles are?
It's every little things that normal people also every day, like eating grass or eating the point A, the point E.
Yeah, even eating is something that we take for granted. Sometimes it's troublesome, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As for me, you know, I'm a support manager, which is fun. It's tech support, billing, collections. Oh my God, there's two bronies. Oh, I actually have someone else that wants to join the stream. Let me see if I could hook him up. 1 second, I'll be right back. Let me get the link for him.
Turn.
James. The link I shared is the one on the top of the thingy, right? Of this. Okay. Let me put him in.
I'm still here. All these apps are trying to crash.
That's all right. Okay. All right. So yeah, where was I? So yeah, I do that support managing for like a software company, and then of course I run my Perez Play events. I do this. I think the reason I'm able to do all these things and be a mom and all that is because of my ADD. And I get bored and I'm able to juggle a million things, which could be kind of overwhelming at times. But I think it brings out my creative side. You know, I'm always constantly doing different things so I don't get bored. That's basically it. And people are like, "How could you do so much?" So I think that's what helps me. Let's see the next question. Now, all right, something. Huh? Why can't he just join? This is weird. It's not working right. Hold on 1 second. He's trying to join right now. Let me send him the link. I thought I sent him the real link. Sorry, guys. I know it's a little crazy today, but I'm trying to perfect it here. Okay, that should be it. Okay, so on to the next question. Now let's try to lighten it up because it's been a little bit mellow here. Now, what do you do for fun? Like, despite what you go through, what do you excel at? Like, what is your nerdy passions? Let's say.
I do a lot of art. I play a lot of video games. I hang out with my friends.
Okay, and I know you did like this really cool cosplay where you were in a box of some sort, and like, what was that? What were you? Explain that.
I am from
Were you a turtle? Not a Ninja Turtle.
no, I am from Essex.
What was it?
I am from Essex.
Okay.
Your name Anthony?
Abe Anthony?
No, it was a Korean song. In your name, Anthony.
I have to look it up. Maybe some of our viewers know. And let me see. So okay, so would you say like your favorite thing would be cosplay? Or do you prefer gaming, or what is your favorite activity to do on the side?
I like a lot of artwork. I like it's like it was anything real.
All right, cool. So we have someone else on the call here.
Yep.
Alphonsus, right?
Yep, yeah, you pronounced it right the first time.
I try to link the picture on Nerdy New Jersey to you, so yeah, it's Alphonsus.
That's
So how
pretty.
you doing tonight, Alphonsus?
Oh God, tired. I just got back from the gym, so I was oh God, I'm just yeah tired.
All right, you believe in fitness? That's cool. I don't have I Zumba, but that's the extent of what I do nowadays. Now, do you have any disabilities, or it could be anything? It could be anxiety, depression. Anything could be you know what I mean?
Yeah. I actually
Debilitating.
I've actually had anxiety and depressions, I guess, since I was like 15. Oh God, it's been a long time now, but I've kind of just been battling through it. I've been just taking medication, trying to take it one at a time. So it's been doing pretty all right for me.
And how do you feel now? Do you feel more comfortable
Yeah,
around people as time has progressed?
yeah. I know. Like if I would go back in time to 10 years ago when I would see myself, I would tell him like, dude, don't worry, life gets better. You actually get to meet women, and you can and you can explore and you can do all this awesome stuff. And oh man, like I was so hopeless back then when I was like 15, just starting out and just trying to take it a step at a time, going through just these obstacles, and then like going through college. Now that I'm working, so I'm kind of glad that the whole story is kind of building up for me. So I'm pretty glad.
So you would tell kids that are watching this to like not sweat the small stuff in high school, right?
Oh please, yeah. For anybody that thinks their life would peak in high school, you obviously haven't heard of the Roaring Twenties yet. So, because
I'm in the boring 30s though.
it's always in those times that you get to see, you get to be more exposed to the world as it is. Because college is definitely the first step. Because once you leave, where high school can be anywhere for like what, a couple hundred to 1,000 plus kids. But then once you get into college, then you're going to be dealing with thousands, even tens of thousands of students there, and it's just an entire world out there just like that waiting. And then you don't have to even constrict yourself to a particular, I guess, clique or a particular theme. You get to be yourself, and then you get to expand and get to meet other people that share the same interests and hobbies as yours. So, like, and then after college is done, then you have the entire freaking world to explore.
Yeah, that's really great advice. I myself, when I was in high school, I thought it was like the biggest thing. I cared so much about how I dressed compared to other people, like that had more money, or I kind of got along with everybody. Like I didn't go for peer pressure or cliques or anything. I just had friends of every type, I guess. The emo people and the preppy people, and whatever. But I was definitely really shy and self-conscious. I think my husband's the only one. I met him when I was 14. He was the only one I felt comfortable with. Like I sometimes would stutter in front of guys and stuff. But definitely, yeah, it's like high school is like the first step. I know, prom and all these things seem so important, and awards and being like class cutie and all this stuff is like the biggest deal. But it's like the stupidest crap when you grow up. And
Yeah.
most of those people who were like the really popular ones are like, I don't know, working who knows where, or janitor. It's the nerds and like the unpopular ones and the shy ones that actually excel in life. So
Oh yeah.
Whoa, wait. Now, that's not all true.
hey,
See,
you're a nerd, okay? You're a brony, all right?
well, when I went through school, I was actually,
Majority.
whoa. No, going through school, I was actually part of popular kids. I was liked by half the student staff and not liked by the other half. And the staff did like me, the school, like, teachers and stuff like that. Like, I was cool with a lot of people, just not everyone. And I admit I was a bit of a bully, but that's over and done with. It's high school. It happened.
That's pretty cool. You kind of like just can interact like pretty well with different groups in school that are very, I guess, very different from each other. Having that, I guess, maybe like not that talent, but a way to at least you can like associate yourself equally without like judging particular groups. The fact that you can hang out with the preppy kids, you can hang out with the emo kids, you can hang out with like pretty much anybody. That's
Mhm.
very good trait to have, especially later on in life when you're going to be dealing with people of definitely more polarizing personalities, I guess, to take it to an extreme. But that's high school is pretty much, I guess, a good grounds for you're just putting yourself out there and just learning about, I guess, different groups.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's always better to try to get along with, and there's going to be so many different people that you run into in life, but just try to understand others and just try to be nice to everyone because you never know what people are facing and dealing with. Just like a simple smile or a hug or just talking to someone can make like the world a difference. But anyway.
Yeah. I've been learning that now, actually. Like, as I said before, I wasn't such a good person, but ever since, yeah, I've been a brony, even me getting into that, it was sort of difficult. I was even there, they were saying I was intimidating, but eventually I mellowed out, and yeah, I became nicer.
That's good. We'll mellow you out even more so.
Oh gosh.
Don't worry. I'm just gonna, massage it all out of you. Wax off. Negativity begun. Okay, so let's see. What's on to the next thing? Now, I'll start with... Well, let me go back to Alfonso since you started, and I'm going to go back to Nick. Now, what are your type of nerdy attributes and things, passions, things that you're into, and all that?
I guess for I do like cosplay a whole bunch. I know I guess that was the beginning when I attended community college. I was involved in the anime club, and I just heard this thing called cosplay. I was like, wow, this looks pretty interesting. You guys can dress up as your favorite characters. And then when I explored and somebody shows me the first one arguably that I seen was Jessica Negri, and so thinking like, damn, those girls exist. I was like, no, you can't be serious, man. Like that's true. It's like, all right. How much of an otaku am I? They are out there. So cosplay was, I guess, the first nerdy passion that I have, and then it pretty much extended into trading card games. I know, and video games, which I've played pretty much most of my life.
Me here.
Huh?
Me here.
Yeah. I think in terms of gaming, oh yeah, ever since I was like 6 years old and got a Super Nintendo, that was the most hypest thing to have, and then it just evolved throughout the years. But it was actually trading card games I'm starting to become more involved with now. I'm actually part of a trading card game team called Team Gradelock. We pretty much focus on this game that popped up in 2011, Cardfight Vanguard, and
Okay.
oh my God, phones.
You're on a important meeting.
I was like, oh God, okay.
You can answer it if you want, if you need to.
No, tell them you're doing stuff.
Yeah, I'm doing talking
Like,
stuff.
don't even emphasize it. Just say I'm doing stuff.
Oh my God, I
Yeah,
don't
like,
even know who that is, so
I'm busy.
yeah. Yeah, so I've been recording and editing videos for the YouTube channel. So I've been uh, doing, I guess, trading card game deck profiles and reporting matches. And sometimes, I guess, one of the most enjoyable things that I had was actually create vlog compilations where, my teammates and friends, we travel to different parts for regional tournaments. So, like, most recently, we traveled down to Georgia for the first Bushiroad Spring Fest 2016 for Cardfight Vanguard, and it was a heck of a trip. And we also traveled to Connecticut, New York. We attended some stuff in New Jersey. So I was pretty glad with how far I could take this trading card game passion and just kind of share it out there with YouTube. I guess, and also to take into gaming. Oh man, I wish I can like just organize a time to stream again because I love streaming Hearthstone and to some extent Five Nights at Freddy's, even though that it was mostly a dare and people just want to see me scared.
All right, I have to look into Vanguard. Send me the link of that. I never heard of it. I'm not really into card games as much. That's the world I'm not really into. I do have these Magic the Gathering games, but my daughter mainly like I read them to her, but I haven't actually played. But obviously, I like cosplay. I think, and I mentioned this before, I think I got into it so much because I was raised Jehovah's Witness and I couldn't cosplay. So when I first saw this at my first convention in New York Comic Con, like I don't know how many years ago. I think it was actually New York Anime Festival back in the day when it was around. I was just fascinated by it. I'm like, I could do this all the time? Oh my god. So I'm a huge Japanophile. I love anime.
Wait, you're a
I'm
what?
like a Japanophile. I'm into everything having to do with Japan.
Please
The
tell me
food,
that's a good
the
thing.
culture.
Uh-huh.
It's not anything perverted, you guys. God.
No, it just sounded so weird.
That's the term. Whatever. I love dancing. It's not really that nerdy, but casually gaming, and I don't know. That's pretty much it. Oh, I do events obviously for Perez Play, so that's nerdy, I guess. I kind of do like different crazy themes. But let's go to the next question because it's already 8:09. Let's go back to Nicholas.
Okay.
Do.
This Perez Play Hangouts was brought to you by Munchkin, the tasty treats that'll have you going back to the candy line. So.
Yeah, if only we could get money from that, from Dunkin' Donuts, that'd be great. Dunkin' Donuts, please sponsor us. I actually prefer you over Starbucks. Starbucks, got nothing on you.
You know what? I could see if a local store, like a mom and pop shop, I said pot shop, a mom and pop shop could like sponsor Press Play. I can look into that.
I'd be
Yeah,
interested.
maybe like a comic book store or like
Yeah.
you know, someone says like toys. Oh, I collect anime figures. Like
Oh,
I have hundreds of them.
Hundreds?
I know
I forgot
one.
Where,
about that.
where do you sleep? That's the question. If you got all those figures there, where do you sleep?
Well, yeah, and there's some back there, but they're mostly for like games and such. I actually have most of my stuff in boxes right now because like the glass table we had, we gave it away, so I have to get a whole new lighting system, which is like thousands of dollars. So I'm saving up on
Oh,
that.
I thought this was. I thought you were in your bedroom. I'm like, where are all
No,
those anime
this is
figures?
actually where I work from 8 to 4.
Mhm.
This is my office. It has a door. My husband's desk is there. I'm here. My daughter plays behind me. I have my pinball machine there that was broken during the move, which I'm pissed about.
Welcome to Dell. Welcome to Dell. I'm Jennifer Perez. How can I help you?
So, okay, let's go back to Nicholas here. Now, what words of wisdom would you like to give anyone with a disability? Like afraid to, you know, accomplish anything, like holding them back because of it.
I would say that anything you set in mind.
Okay, great. And same question for Alphonsus.
I would say that if anybody that would have a disability is to never look at that as a crutch, look at that as something that is a part of you, because it will. You should not let it define you. You should have it as at least a part of you that that's what makes you you, and it's like sometimes we can hate disabilities, load them, but the thing is though, they offer us, they make up a part of us. Without it, we wouldn't be, I guess, 100% like 100% ourselves. So we shouldn't look at it as a crutch. We should look at it as always a part of ourselves.
Oh, then all right. That is definitely great wisdom. For me, like with my ADD, I always struggled in school, concentrating. I would always talk to everybody. I was like, I don't know. I used to make friends with everyone instead of actually paying attention to the class. And basically,
Perez.
But they would say I'm very smart, but like I would daydream a lot. And I guess I still kind of am a daydreamer, but I'm actually trying to make things happen with it now. But I'm constantly having thoughts. ADD is kind of like you constantly have thoughts and ideas running through your head all the time, and it gets like clouded and mixed up, and you're trying to make sense of all of it and see what you want to do, but you want to do like a million things at the same time. So it's basically dealing with that, blurting things out of nowhere, I had a lot of issues with that. People used to think I was weird or like too overexcited, and I used to say things that would hurt people's feelings, which I wouldn't mean to. I would just blurt things. Um, but I actually take an herb called Listal. I took Ritalin once, and it just made me like into a zombie. I didn't like it at all. I take Listal, and it's like this natural herb, and it just helps me like focus more and relax. And definitely, like Jim Carrey. There's like I could go on and on. There's a bunch of people with ADD that it hasn't impeded them at all, and makes them more creative and fun to be around. And I'm hoping people can overlook like some of the craziness of me and the OCD is sometimes for my creative, spunky personality. But
Yes, she is.
yeah, so I would definitely say I think God made you that way. I don't know if who believes in God or not, but you were made that way for a reason because you can handle it and you can make the most out of it, I would say. And there's things that you can do that others cannot, and you can inspire people that others cannot. They're like my husband, for instance, has Crohn's, and he's one of the strongest, happiest people you could ever imagine. Someone gets like a little cut on their finger and they're bitching for weeks, and the stuff he goes through, it's just amazing that he could just like go on smiling and cracking jokes. And so I would just say don't let it deter you. I mean, he's the senior editor at Shack News. He does writes about video games and plays them for life.
Awesome.
So
Okay,
definitely do what you love. Don't let anything or anyone stop you, regardless what people say. That's what I say.
all of you mind if I have some input into this?
Sure, Silver Surfer.
I haven't heard that one yet. Okay, well, while I'm not disabled now, I had a kidney transplant because I had kidney issues a while ago. Dialysis takes a lot out of you every single time you go on it, and it's pretty much pumping your blood through a machine to clean it, and it was very hard. I mean, a lot of times I couldn't go places I wanted to hang out with friends, but it was tough. Well, even at that time, I definitely was not anything close to a nerd. My thing is, in life, when things happen to you, you work around them to make sure that you can still do what you do and be who you are. Don't give it. Take the inspiration from people around you and the love from people around you because that's what will get you through. And even cosplaying, like Jennifer here, she fuels all her emotions into her cosplays and her work and being with people and making faces. I saw that. And you, Nicholas, you still are very joyful right now, and even though cerebral palsy is very debilitating, I understand that. You still show a lot of joy, and that's very fun to see, and hopefully we'll see you at Press Play. And all people out there with anything. Even if you have a missing limb, don't let that get you down. Just be yourself and take approval from those who, as I said, you're very close to and people that love you. And, and make sure that the number one thing you put into all that is that you're not going to let this get you down,
Oh, that was beautiful, man. No, seriously, it was.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Who knew you had it in you?
I had it in me. I just read that off a Snapple cap.
Oh my goodness.
That's a long ass. How big is that?
I don't know. It said turn to the other side. Okay.
Okay, so let's see here. Next question.
Okay, while she's looking that up, everybody, when you look at this, put in the comments what you think I would be good at cosplaying, because I've never cosplayed.
Now, I was going to ask you, James, what area were people commenting that we weren't seeing before? I don't want to miss it entirely this time.
It's in the Q&A app that's here on the Hangouts.
I think it's not on this time.
Did you click it on?
I thought I did.
Oh god.
But there's a little chat area. You guys see it?
Yeah, that's for us. That's for us four.
Oh, that's just for us?
Yep. That's why the Q&A app is there,
wait. It's
Yeah.
disabled for some reason. Ah, schmutz.
It means you clicked it off.
Sorry,
Oh,
guys.
oh, Jennifer, you're
I'm
still
still
full of
trying.
joy.
Dad,
Can I blame my
It's
ADD
okay.
on this?
No,
I
you can
wanna
blame me.
cry.
You can blame me because I'm supposed to be the one tutoring you. So if you
Yeah,
blow
that's
up
right.
something,
It's all James' fault.
yeah, it's everybody blame it
No,
on
you're
me.
not.
Oh,
She
you know what?
accident.
If anyone has questions right now, if you're viewing this, our whole 4 viewers, you could send me a message on Nerdy New Jersey, the little Gmail chat if you're part of it, or you could even message me on Facebook, whatever. I'll go back and forth. I'll work it.
Yeah.
I'll use my skills of multitasking. All right, now I have so many windows, you guys. Let me go back to it. Okay.
It's like,
So,
sorry, not taps. Oh man.
okay. Now, Nicholas, do you believe you're a stronger, more creative, and unique person because of what you have, like your disability,
Yeah,
regardless of it?
yeah. Because I don't think I was the Asian uh, all my hard work into it if I wasn't like this.
Yeah, I saw like your cosplays, and I could never make anything like that. I think you put a lot of heart and soul in it, more than me or other people could, and I could see your passion in there. And the fact that I think that you've been through so much, I believe when you go through so much, you pour yourself out onto others, that you do give back, and you work for Meals on Wheels, and you help those less fortunate, is a really beautiful thing. And I think those that have the life of perfection, let's say, born in a palace and have perfect health and all that, they really don't appreciate what it
What
is to
we
go through,
have.
right?
Yeah.
So you could kind of sympathize with others less fortunate because of it, and kind of have a bigger heart, and you want to help others.
Yeah.
That's a really great thing. And
Hmm.
Alphonsus, what do you think about that? Like, are you dealing with anything currently, anxiety or anything else, or what do you think?
I guess sometimes you can deal a bit with work. I could probably have a little bit of an Atlas complex because I guess at the law firm I e-file a bunch of different court documents. Sometimes I can just take on too much and I just overwork myself. Uh, I think dealing with that is knowing that I'm pretty glad that at least like coworkers and the team that we have, like we're willing to at least split up work if it's if we have to reach a deadline or something similar. So I think it's really just not carrying the burden alone, but knowing that hey, there are people that hey they need some work too. So I want to they don't mind helping to share the burden.
Yeah, so sometimes you feel too like if you want something done and right, you have to do it. And I know it's hard sometimes giving those duties to someone else. So I definitely understand your sentiment there. But definitely, you would overwork yourself. I know I would go crazy if I didn't have people helping me, like at Perez Play. Um, like Alan, who's watching, who's too shy to come on, my social media guy, because I could get too crazy with that stuff too. Um, before I go, Silver, James, you want to pitch in anything?
I never played baseball. I'm
Okay, so I'm
I'm joking. No wait, no, I'm joking. Don't cut me off. Wait.
I'm
Okay.
kidding.
Okay. So what was the question? Sorry, I
I
had to go
don't
get the
have
charger.
more serious here.
Do you think the disabilities that you have faced that have made you a more unique, creative, and stronger person because of it?
Oh yeah, definitely. Actually, a lot of development and growth for one. Being in the hospital a lot for a few years, I really bonded with a lot of the older people there. I mean, it's also a way I got to talk to women easy. Like nurses always around me. A few of them I was good at charming. Security guards, they always come up and visit me, and those guys are crazy. Tell me stuff about life, give me a lot of advice, and I don't know, just dealing with a lot of pain, even having literally really big needles put into my arm 3 times a week, having my blood flowing through a machine. It was a lot, but you know, a lot of it just made me a better person who I am today. I fight more. I'm more adverse. I like to be a leader to help people through. You know, I make sure people don't give up, and I make sure people stay true to who they are. I see the good in people, and I just want to make sure you know people don't stray from that. You know.
All right. I know you were cutting out a little bit there.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. I know you're under the weather. Well, for me, as I said previously, you know, it's made me way more creative. Since I was little, I used to create inventions, I guess, out of
Yeah.
nowhere. I created, you know, those pants that come off and turn into shorts. I made it up like a sketch when I was like 8 before it came out. And my dad was like, "What are you doing? You're a kid." I was like, "You're not going anywhere with this. This is stupid."
Now he calls you every day saying, "You got an invention, Jen? Hey, my little
You
Jen."
know that commercial with the caveman with the little wheel? I used to be like, I could submit it there, you know, because I lived in
Uh-huh.
Florida and it would get cool in the morning and really hot. So I'm like, you know, it'd be cool if you could just Velcro take it off. So basically, that was one of them.
Apple is quite handy.
You had what did you say? You had those pants?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they make them anymore. But anyway, I could have been a millionaire, you guys. But here I am. No, I'm kidding. I love what I do.
I don't know.
I'd rather be a millionaire. I'd have $1 million to spare.
Yeah.
If I get there, I get there the honest way.
Who you are.
So freaking bad.
So, oh, Jennifer, you have any inventions lately?
Anyway,
Let's team up. I'll be the idea. No, I'll be like the person who gets things done.
oh, okay. I had
Come
one
up with the
event.
ideas.
I had one idea. It was.
Not now, not now. No, people gotta find out and do it.
Oh yeah.
No.
I posted it on Facebook already. It's not gonna happen.
Wow.
This girl is fun.
I
don't
posted
know.
it on Facebook. It's silly. I was just saying, you know, this is gonna be. I don't know if it's gonna be gross, but everyone poops, right? So.
I hope so.
I was taking a shower and then I had to go number 2. And I'm like, okay, I guess I have to get out. But I'm like, what if there was a way to go number 2 in the shower? Like, you know, people
Oh gosh, okay, stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Let's stop right there. This is turning.
happen. Someone's gonna see this and like become a millionaire over it, and you laugh now.
I am good. I don't care if it becomes $1 million idea. I don't want to be a part of that. You know, some people are gonna misuse it. Very.
I think Will is a little about that. He's gonna be my first customer.
You said I'm gonna be your first customer. No. No.
I'm joking.
Maybe if you had like beer chips, that would be good. Oh gosh, don't tell. Oh gosh, people are thinking about it. Don't think about it. It's my idea.
Okay. Anyway, on to the next question.
Oh no.
Oh, she cut out.
Oh no, the lag.
What happened?
Oh, you're good now.
Hello.
Yes, there are toilets with bidets. I know. I have one. God, it's not the same because you have to get out of your shower, and you're all cold and you're all wet. I want to get that done in the shower and be done with it.
Why do we keep going back to this? There's children that watch this.
Aniver commented, and I'm, you know, answering him.
Dang it, Aniver. We gotta have a lot of chats now.
So anyway.
Someone's out over there right now.
Okay, so next question. We all go to cons, right? So I'm gonna start with Nicholas. Is there something you think that is missing that maybe they could put more in the spotlight for disabled people, or something to make your life easier when you go to cons? Anything that maybe you could say that maybe someone in a con who runs it could do something about it?
needed a real hair suddenly.
Okay, so what was that again? What were you looking for?
A needed like on one level. Like no, like most of the hands are on like you either walk on stairs and stuff, and I can't really walk on stairs
So
without
do you,
help.
okay. So do you need like maybe handrails or like maybe more elevators or something
Yeah,
like that?
yeah.
Okay. Do you think like is there any kind of programs or anything you would like to see that are not there now? Or
Um,
panels?
not really.
Okay, so they're doing a good job.
I was
Next.
in a handle
Okay.
last year. I in my own handle.
Okay. So you want your own panel in a way?
I already had one.
I would love my own panel too. That would be awesome. So the next question.
Oh,
Oh,
excuse me, one question. Wait, one question real quick.
yeah.
You've
Yeah.
never had a panel yet?
What? Come on.
None of you ever had a panel?
What, at a con?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, is that, have you?
Yeah, I couldn't even
Most-
get rid of them at one. I had 4 at one.
Okay.
Alright. And you want you and I will have one.
yeah.
Yeah.
It
I'll
was.
work on that. I'll try to get a panel going on.
Heck, I'll help you. I get the panels. See, I just got to be assertive.
Joe Perez.
So, I'm
I will
Nicholas,
help-
and I want a
I will
panel.
help you with that. And
All right, so we're wrapping up. My husband, I think I mentioned already, he has Crohn's, so I need to inject him with his Humira pen, which you have to set out for a bit. So I need to wrap this up. I know we started late, and I apologize for that. I'm getting better. So let me see if I could ask something quick as a last question. Unless you want to talk about the panel a little bit, Alphonsus.
Oh,
Or anything at a con that you would like to have.
I hosted I just had 2 college panels. One was at Maricon at William Patterson, I think 3 years ago, and there was another one that at NJIT MiniCon this past Sunday. It's called Epic Con Stories. So it's pretty much kind of, if I would put it in say D&D terms, just like everybody's at the pub and they're just sharing stories of their conquests and adventures. That's pretty much what it is. Except
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, so those conquests and adventures would be con stories. So say like, wow, I can't believe I fanboyed over finally meeting Jessica Negri in person, or saying, hey, I almost fainted, or because I was meeting my favorite voice actor or actress in person. So I kind of like that, just to kind of like stir the pot to see that whenever you go to a convention, there's each attendee has at least one crazy story to tell from the entire convention. Whether it's they got stuck in an elevator, or they managed to score a sweet deal on some exclusive loot, or something like that.
I like that.
Or
It's kind of like audience
score.
participation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's see.
We could do final words to everyone, and that'll end it.
Yeah, I was thinking that, or I was thinking maybe because we kind of did that already, right? Like wisdom that you would give to other people. So
Yeah.
let's leave it like in a light note, and do maybe your favorite game, your favorite anime, your favorite show, and cosplay, so forth.
Isn't it 8:30 right now?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
You think it'll take too long?
okay. Or we could start a part 2 next week. I mean, we do have these each weekend.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Because it did start
Nicholas
late.
wants to be in every show ever, forever and ever, right, Nick?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's do one. What is your favorite movie of all time? And then we could go.
Ooh.
I'll start with Silver. I'll mix things up.
Oh goodness! Don't do this to me.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Alright, it's a classic, but I miss it. And I saw it like a few months ago. Home on the Range.
Okay, I respect that.
Yeah.
Nicholas?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, okay. The like one of the ones from like the 80s, not the recent one,
Oh,
please.
Oh,
and
he's like, uh-oh. He's got to change his answer.
Well, which one is it? Is it the like one of the ones from the 80s or 90s?
yeah,
Okay.
I
He's
like
like,
the
let me
Ninja
keep it up.
also.
All right, because the latest ones they're kind of scary and they look kind of scary. Alphonsus?
No, they're not.
Yes, they look mean and horrible and scary, not cute and cuddly. Alphonsus?
Oh, come on.
I don't care what you say.
Let's see. Favorite movie.
What?
I think out of all of them, I gotta say Big Fish.
Aw,
What?
that was a cute one.
Yeah, I
Wait,
thought it was like
what?
Big
it's called
Fish.
Big Fish. I think it was in 2002, 2003. It was
Oh.
yeah with Ewan McGregor or young Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah.
I
No
I found
idea
it
which
very touching because that life is just like I want to like it's like I want to strive to have a life like that or at least keep to
Yeah.
myself. It's so true and it's just
After
tough.
this, we'll talk about that, dude. Like, I want to talk with you about that. Sounds like a cool movie.
Okay, so I guess I would say I'm gonna say two. Just one from my childhood would definitely have to be E.T. It actually came out the year I was born.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love aliens and just how cute he was, and I cried my eyeballs when I thought he was dying and all cold and gray. And I would say recently, I really love Nacho Libre. I quote like everything, and it's hilarious. And that's my favorite. All right, guys. Well, I gotta do my wifely duties. I really appreciate all of you coming on. I don't know what's going on. Jen, they're ninjas, mean and scary. Oh, they're talking about Ninja Turtles. No, I
I
don't
came
care
here
what
for
you
the
say.
cake.
Why don't you say it to my face, Annabelle? Ninja Turtles should be cute and like sweet and fun.
Yeah, the fans would have a field day with that.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I really want to thank Nicholas and Alphonsus. I really got touched by your stories, and Silver, you gave a lot of beautiful quotes too. So I really think this was a really nice show, and hopefully it'll inspire everybody. In closing, don't let anyone or anything deter you from your dreams or what you're trying to do. If anything, it should only make you stronger and more positive, and I've met some of the happiest, most amazing people who have had difficulties in life, whether it be health issues or monetary issues. So I really think it makes you a better person. And so keep doing what you're doing and reach for the skies. Bye, everybody. Have a good night.
Bye.
And don't be so serious.
Oh, boy.
Nice seeing you.
Matasta, nene.
And